How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Deadeye. Mercenary, Deadeye, Commando, Psyfreak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Mercenary, Deadeye, Commando, Psyfreak, Commando, Deadeye, Mercenary, Deadeye, Commando, Deadeye. Deadeye chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroad, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the prime...
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
So glad you realize who you really are.
You can't contradict yourself.
Because you can't deny...
But remember...
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. For it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Not much left of that one. That's going to leave a mark. Seems like a peculiar item. You can make something from that. Slice and dice. Slash and dash. Pump you up. Sharp shirt. Now, walk the walk, Pants. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Cutting edge. Dead already. Uppity up up. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was the sound. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Swoon. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers.
Iboda kelmok kim hobe bekuku hifat oloi bobo pawek. Iboda kelmokuchai hifat bubu yamoluwando lomatoaha.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had...
Koyevun tuvun bunun yamoluwando koyevun tuvun bunun ya auketo.
It was after the attack. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. The Nono's key energy is just... You need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but our... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
Kotuvon ko kumlunkono.
He lost you there.
Baluotol.
Satuatan pop kila.
The tree started to die with
Ikobe. Ifari kobo far.
the genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, the toxin. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mechton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Satuatan pop kila.
To Hawaii. Ikobe. Ifar adu awa ya ea. Honto kontue pon ya.
Savoita mua.
Loma utulu ba yogo.
His friends have prepared something
Adu awa ya ea. Ilia antuf.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look! A survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about... He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues. Anyway, he needs help and he's grateful for that.
Ah! That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always.
And you're...
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Tolidrea ja maulo luatulu maua.
Out of Date knows you'll make a better...
Come ripa yo wotulua. Far come mako.
Regardless, the Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone... He believes the tribe...
Farfarifto, tuka kubu. Farfarifto, tuka nuekek ujbat.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see.
그러하냐는 글로리아
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
그라시아 알라 fruits 냐파
Says the Sifu gets to choose who sees the Sifu, but he'll let you give it a try.
자다 오
He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
이베지에티 레클리데클 돌로
The news of a cold-blooded road,
알레 오니스 포레노스 odlisini 제보
the wall that separates them from the other side,
제보 이글스 모이 톡스다가 자나라 파로 야풋 파로 perfetta
sometimes one memory can make
tada tel novazi ale nestats okon zat orzekali una vochni dlohon
says fear and hatred is the only path.
o visoko dolazi ne
He
apinosko iglezet o visoko dolazi ne zoom ilam dat nete patafu ufle na oko kiza
Their kin must put an end to the war before war put...
zoom ilam dat nete tel novazi
He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
tel novazi ale dlo inatov yeti rekle vosesi yeti rekle
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their...
perfetta una vochni dlohoni perfetta
Seeing...
ni bira totlo ivezje zivot apinosko ide moi
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival...
paro na lest starida
harayu halafanyasa.
The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort.
Krashar ala fruits nyapa.